Hey guys, it's Louise. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an acrylic painting of, you guessed it, a tree over a cliff. The most descriptive thing I can think of. It's inspired by a pine tree that's growing off the side of a cliff in China. I'll leave the link to the reference picture that I got from Pinterest in the description box. So I'm going to start off with painting the background. So I'm going to be painting it a pretty light blue, but I originally wanted it to be like a pastel, very pale blue, but I didn't mix enough white paint and I just got lazy, so I didn't end up fixing the background. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Now I'm going to get started on the background details, which first off, I'm going to be painting these clouds. So this layer that I'm applying right now was too pale and I couldn't see it. So I ended up adding more white paint into the mixture, which is basically a mixture of white paint and some blue paint to make very light clouds. I'm just going to apply this with a flat, or is this a round brush? I can't really tell. And I'm going to blend the edges out with my finger to make it look a little more realistic. I'm going to go over the other cloud as well and do the same thing. Now I'm going to be adding dark blue paint to the bottom of the clouds to create some shadows and to make sure that these clouds have a bit of dimension so they're not just white fluffy things floating out in the sky. And I'm going to do some blending with my finger to soften it and make it look more realistic. I'm also going to add some white paint for highlights in the clouds and blend it out with my finger to create more dimension in the clouds. So I'm going to just paint a very rough mountain range thing, and I'm going to fill that in. I'm not going to fill the entire bottom of the page with the mountain color because I'm going to be painting more mountains later. So I decided to add a bit of a mist / fog to soften up the edges of the mountain so that you could tell that the mountains were in the distance, and I didn't know how to make it so that it would look misty and everything, so I tried to add white paint to the mountain and tap it in with my finger, as you can tell, and it didn't really work. So I ended up grabbing white paint on a bristle brush, mixing it with the mountain color, and then just tapping it in, and it ended up working. So that's what happened. The third step is to paint the cliff. So I'm just going to fill this shape in and then start with the mist because it's at high elevation, so there's like a misty, foggy thing happening. So I'm just going to tap in the mist color, which is just white mixed with the cliff's color. And I'm going to blend that out with my finger and also take out some bristles that fell off the brush. And I'm going to complete this painting with the final step of painting the tree. So I took a round brush, painted the large trunk, and then took a liner brush to paint the branches. And I'm going to use a fan brush to paint the leaves and all the details on the leaves, like the highlights and the shadows. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys do enjoy if you even make it to the end. Thank you so much. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Make sure to leave some comments or suggestions for future videos down below. And I hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to be kind and be kawaii. Bye!